Bangladeshians, God said he only knew one people. That people are the same people that were put in slavery here in the Western Hemisphere.
The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
Drop that. Give me Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Give me Romans 1 and 25. You understand? Because we talking the truth. We speaking the truth. Why do we got to come out here on a Saturday and teach the truth? Because the earth has been taught a lie. Who's responsible for the lies? Who's responsible for spreading the misinformation? Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
The Bible is asking a question. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? You read the Bible is very easy to understand. Very black and white. God has a people, he chose them. He gave them laws and rules to obey, to be righteous, and to set them apart from everybody. Where do we get the religion of Christianity where God's law is done away with? Where do we get the religion of Christianity where Jesus nailed sin to the cross and now you can be a homosexual? Now you can be a drug addict? Now women can murder their babies? That's not in the Bible. That doesn't exist in God's word. He changed the truth of God into a lie. Read.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Why did they change the truth of God into a lie? So that they could worship and serve the creature, people, more than they serve the creator. You understand? The LGBTQ community is about victims of child molestation and rape serving themselves and not serving God. You understand? The LGBTQ movement is about pedophiles like Donald Trump, like Jeffrey Epstein, never having to face their accusers. Instead, they convince their accusers you were born this way. You love to be, you like your girl, you like licking on women. You didn't get molested by your uncle. You didn't get molested by that auntie. You a boy that thinks that you want to suck penis and want a man to bend you over. You're not the victim of a nasty uncle or a football coach or a priest in the Catholic Church. You've always been this way. Damn the white man and his lies. You understand? Pedophilia and LGBTQ is something that goes against God. And we would be helping to heal victims rather than ignoring them if it wasn't for the lies of the white man. They serve the creature more than the creator. Read on. Now drop that. Drop that. You understand? Give me Amos chapter 3 verse 1. God has a people that he chose. And he wanted them to be above everybody else. The laws in this Bible, God did not give them to everybody. And because of that, everybody doesn't suffer the same consequences for disobeying God. The white man had been a homosexual since the days of the Greeks and the Romans. And Abraham's the greatest empire on the earth. Black man, you started to be a homosexual and started to whore your women out, you number one in AIDS and HIV.
Right, that's right,
Number one in all STDs. You can't live filthy and disgusting like the white man.
That's right.
Because God requires better from you. You understand? Read Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Read.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Again, God is talking to his people. That special people that he chose. He's not talking to everybody. Read.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
God said he's only known the children of Israel.
That's right.
Of all the families of the earth. Out of the white man, the Chinese, the Japanese, the German, the French, the Italian, the Polynesians, the East Asians, the Koreans, and the give me some more, Polynesians, Samoans, the Sri Lankans, the Indonesians, the Bangladeshians. God said he only knew one people. That people are the same people that were put in slavery here in the Western Hemisphere. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the only family that God has known. God has not dealt with everybody. Now, because we're the family he's known, we're the people he gave his laws, what does that mean for us? Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
God said, because of that, I'm going to punish you when you do wrong. I'm going to discipline you as my children when you go off. And that is why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians suffer when we go against God. It is why we suffer when we don't obey the laws in this book. You understand? It is why when we come out here to teach, there's somebody that wants to distract us from learning the truth, because God forbid we wake up and become the people God called us to be. God forbid the black man learns that the truth about his origin is that he is God's chosen people. God forbid the Hispanic and the Native Indian learn that they are the same stock as the so-called black man, and we stand together and become who God called us to be. If we do that, none of this would be possible. None of America could exist any further, because the love that God has for his people would cause this place to be destroyed. That's right. Read on.
Verse.
Like you dropped that, God said he would punish us for our iniquities. Give me Psalms 147:19. You understand? The truth about the Bible is that God does not love everybody. God does not deal with everybody. God doesn't even acknowledge everyone. Yes, he created them. Yes, he's the father. But like any father, you have a child that you love that obeys you, and a child that disappoints you that you don't want to have nothing to do with. These other nations, God didn't want to have nothing to do with them, because once upon a time, he gave everybody the opportunity to serve him. Nobody wanted to obey God. So that's why Abraham rose up and God said, you'll obey me, I'm going to make a great nation out of you. And only somebody who's a dirty bastard hates the truth about their father. The white man hates God because he knows God has rejected him. Dirty, nasty devil, you don't want to get right with God. You want to be mad at God. We're not mad at God back here. We thank the Most High for his mercy, his long suffering. We thank the Most High because he gave us the truth to change our lives. We're not mad at God for what's happened to us. We're praying he give us the strength to get back right. Only the white man would curse God and be mad at God because he's a nasty sexual deviant, because he's a nasty drug addict. That's not God's fault. Read.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 3. He healed.
No, 19.
Verse 19.
Read. No good. It's all good. Psalms 147:19. Read.
Verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
The Bible said God showed his word to Jacob. When we go and we battle with Muslims, right? You want to know how we know the Quran is a lie and fake and made up? Because the Bible here in Psalms 147:19 said that God gave his word to Jacob. Who's Jacob? The forefather of the Israelites. Who is the Quran written by? Muhammad. Who's Muhammad's forefathers? Muhammad's forefathers are of Ishmael. It's impossible that the angel Gabriel ever spoke a word to Muhammad, because the Bible says that God only dealt with Jacob. So everything in that Quran is trash. We throw it down the block. You understand? If we ran out of toilet paper in the woods, we would use the Quran. It's garbage and it's trash, and nothing in it is true according to God. You understand? God said he only gave his word to Jacob. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
And his statutes and judgments he gave to Israel. Again, in that Quran, if you steal something, they chop your hand off. That Sharia law is absolutely evil and disgusting. Got them women walking around in ninja suits, man, in the desert. Them Arabs are a cruel, disgusting, violent race of men. You understand? And nothing they do or say is pious or upstanding according to the Bible. They are filthy, disgusting bastards. Muhammad had a 7-year-old wife, nasty Arab pedophile. You understand? The God of the Arabs is a nasty, disgusting pedophile.
That's right.
Muhammad had sex with a 7-year-old little girl. Damn that religion and that book they follow.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
God has not dealt with any nation the way that he dealt with the 12 tribes of Israel. God did not give his laws, He did not give his judgments. He did not give his love to anybody but the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't want to accept the truth that the 12 tribes of Israel are standing right here before you. They are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that have been abused and raped and robbed of their identity and their culture here in America. You know who's not of the 12 tribes of Israel? That dirty, disgusting bastard that calls himself a Jew. He is not of the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. They are descendants of the Khazarian Empire. They are cave dwellers. You understand? They are who the Bible calls Esau. And God has pronounced judgment on Esau a long time ago. They are going to be wiped off the face of the earth. But that bastard that calls himself a Jew does not want to acknowledge the truth about God. They don't want to accept what is written in the Torah. So they teach the earth that they are the greatest people and that everybody is under them. And God is going to deal with them for that. Read.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one